I'm gonna be doing some pretty cool stuff. So stick around. So as you guys can see here, I got the mini bike and I got the dirt bike. Right now, the dirt bike has a very, very loose chain and a broken clutch lever. So that was fun when I hit a tree yesterday, and it's also quite muddy. The mini bike just has a very loose chain. I'm thinking about doing a single drive conversion, because apparently that's the shit nowadays, so let's get on it. So as you guys can see, it doesn't actually look super broken. It kind of just looks like, I don't know, I think it was like zip tied or electrical tape to here, but I think it just came off. But it should work, so I'm gonna try that, put that back on. Also guys, like pro tip, if you're ever trying to use like any type of tape, except for masking tape, and it's like 30 degrees outside, warm it up first. It'll stick better. Yeah. It likes that heat. Also guys, I got this like oxygen tank and I have no idea what it goes to, but it looks pretty cool. So let me know what I should do with it, because I really have no use for it. I was thinking about painting it blue, make it look like nitrous, but I don't want to put it on my mini bike, but it's probably like 40 pounds heavier. I don't really care though. Alright guys, I really don't think that the electrical tape fixed it. As you can see, it's still like very much not straight, and I think it just came out of the thread or something, but I'm just gonna have to tear that all apart. Alright guys, so what actually happened was that this like slider piece just like fell out, so all I gotta do is like stretch this back out, put it in there, and tape it again. This is what I was talking about when I said cold electrical tape. Like, this stuff is like completely not sticky anymore. It's just like this hard plastic. It's junk. And with that, she's all back in, so now I just gotta tape it up and make it perfect again. Alright guys, I got it all fixed up. I just left like 30 wraps of tape on there and it looks alright, so I guess it works. So this bike's done. I don't really care about the chain as long as I don't keep falling off. Now I just gotta fix the mini bike. So for those of you who don't know what a single drive conversion is, it's a basically you just get rid of all of this. I don't really know what the purpose is, but I guess it makes it like more reliable. But my belt tensioner is kind of gone anyways, and it like flattens out the chain, and it just looks really bad and it's really noisy. And it also reduces, I guess, power and like torque, all that crap. So what you basically gotta do is just take all of this crap out, flip your clutch over, and then just make a longer chain. But my chain's already modified and it's like 8 foot long, and I need to fix it anyway, so I mean, why not do it? And it's free pretty much as long as you have tools. So also don't mind my wooden block holding up a gas tank. I'm kind of poor. Also, for any of those actually wondering what this bike is, it's a 2021, I believe, Coleman CT200 UEX. None of those extra numbers make any sense or matter, but it's a 196 stock motor. Has like a 25 millimeter Mikuni style carburetor, intake, all that blah 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 off of Amazon for like 30 bucks. I made the exhaust myself out of the old exhaust for that dirt bike and just some spare metal, and then that big chrome tips off of like some squatted truck. Wasn't lying about that. And the saddlebags are off of like an old granny bike. I kind of want to get bigger ones to make it look more like a bagger, because you can't really tell unless you get up close. And just all of this is just like random scrap metal parts just kind of thrown in there to kind of like fit it all in. Because at first when I built this bike, it was like kind of all hollow and it looked really janky and just crappy. But I think now I'm at the point where it looks somewhat filled in and I'm happy with it. But I still really want to get a like big V-twin for this thing, make some two really cool dual chrome pipes go down. I think that would really complete the whole like Harley Davidson look for this bike. And like I really been wanting to get new. I don't really care about the rear tire just because it's kind of already covered up, but the front tire just looks devastating on such a big bike because it's so small. It doesn't make any sense, but I think she's coming together good. Also, those bars, don't do it unless you really don't care about like any drivability at all, because they will bend and they will break and they will do everything but anything that includes riding a motorcycle. So rather buy professional made ones or just leave them. And for those wondering what this bike is, it's a 2022 Hawk 150cc dirt bike. It's off of Amazon. I bought it for like $1,500, and it's very much not a Amazon bike anymore. It has a 30 millimeter Mikuni style carburetor, an aftermarket intake tube off of like a Yamaha Grizzly that I somehow made fit with RTB and a metal plate. an air filter, a full exhaust off of Amazon, a Kendo rear tire, which makes this bike immaculate in the dirt, and I believe every body clip or body panel plastics are removable just by hand. There's like maybe 2 bolts holding it on. And I think next is going to be a front tire because that thing slips underneath anything. And I just replaced the clutch lever off of, or it was like from a mountain bike, so it kind of sucks, but it's better than the like 2 foot long stock one. But pretty much everything else is completely stock. It's day 2 of restoring my bikes here, and as you can tell, it's day 2. Changed my clothes, but figured out what I'm gonna do with this oxygen bottle. I think I'm gonna like paint it blue and then make it into like a nitrous bottle for my mini bike. It does weigh quite a bit since it's cast, but I think it'll at least look cool. I don't have to stand there all the time, but I mean, it's a pretty cool bottle. So obviously I'm just gonna get right onto the single chain conversion rather than the dual chain or jack shaft. So first thing you gotta do obviously is just take out this bolt for the clutch, just like that. You probably want to take the chain off first, but I don't really care. You probably just fiddle with it till it comes off, or you could just be like any normal person and just take the master link off, you know, because that's what you're supposed to do. Just like that. A pair of pliers is all you need. Maybe some strength, but yeah, you guys can look here. That's what I was saying about the flattened out chain. You can see the little flat spots on the top of the chain from where the chain tensioner was riding on it. Yeah, but in order to flip the clutch, all you gotta do is just take it off and then slide it back on backwards, like so. Anyways, before you do all that, you have to take all this junk out here, so I'm gonna get on that. And in order to do that, obviously you gotta take this master link off. And then once you're done with that, you could pop it out. Also, make sure you guys store your chain links and stuff in a confined area that way you don't lose them like me. Just slide your chain out, and then there's a few 10mm bolts everywhere and a 10mm bolt underneath the jack shaft plate. And then you just take all those out, and maybe it should come out. Let's see. Pull it right on out. Do be cautious for the little spacer or whatever that goes on the engine, but basically plop that back on. It's also a really good opportunity to clean behind everything because it like exposes a lot more stuff, so I guess that's also a plus to doing this. But there, clutch is on. Basically, from my understanding, just gonna put the bolt back on, and the clutch should have the same physics as before when I was flipped the other way, but it's just used in a different way. So that's the whole point of all of this. So just like that, she seems to work. So radical. For those of you saying this isn't a real Harley Davidson, if you look right there, that's a pile of oil. So just like any other real Harley Davidson, I'm leaking oil too. All right, guys, day 3 of working on the mini bike. As you can see, I got the single chain drive conversion on, and it's looking all right. The chain's a little loose, so I'm gonna have to make a chain tensioner. But I got this new exhaust on, and I'm just working on getting the old one off. Hey guys, cleaning up my dirt bike here, and look how much freaking dirt's behind my shock, dude. Like, this is where the rear tire comes. Like, it's literally just built up all up near the rear tire. I just ride like that. That's insane. You can't even see my swing arm. It's just so much dirt and grass and crap. Wow. Make sure to clean off your guys' electronics so they work properly. There you go. Nice. Oh shoot, guys, I missed a few there. I got the ECU. Oh, shit. There you go. Mint. Oh, yeah. guys stuck around to the end of the video. It's greatly appreciated. Don't forget to share some love down below, and I'll see you guys next time.